Your gross income salary is all your earnings before taxes. And the cruel reality of this matrix system we live in is that you never ever can make this amount of money every month, being independent of the weather, of the markets, of the number of sale, of productivity. You take your salary every month based on a contract. And as working as individual or a small business owner or a side hustle, you will not make this money so easy as if you will go to work for someone. And all the other benefits that you have, the socializing, other benefits, other interactions, other RD, your growth, your education, that you do meanwhile working. If you're a small business owner, if you try to side hustle, you work for yourself, or you work daily small jobs or other things, there are risks. You depend on your health. Maybe one day you are tired, but you have to go to work. You don't have so many benefits, holidays. You depend on the weather, on the markets, on the customer, on the prices, on the rising costs. You have to pay taxes, all this stress. You have to be available with your time for others. If you go to work, you work 8, 9, 10 hours a day, you get your salary. It doesn't matter. You get your salary. You are an employer, an employee. This is the difference. Now, playing the matrix is how to juggle with all the changing factors and how to become wealthy, how to make money or obtain what you want in life using the matrix system and principles and conventions and routine and obligations and the escape doors, let's say the escape doors, to do something for yourself. For example, you work in a small factory, maybe you can repair or build something there for yourself using the tools from the company. Yes, it's an hypothetical idea, but this means to play with the matrix, to use in your advantage all the rules of the matrix. But you have to know the rules. You have to know what is available, what is permitted. But this means is playing the matrix, not escaping. If you're escaping, you will suffer. People lie. People lie because they know that the true freedom is being free in a system, not outside the system and depending on the system. It's a game of words. But for example, if you want to live off-grid, you have to have a source of income and you still depend on the system because you have to pay taxes, you have to buy food, other things. You depend on the system and you are somehow outside the system. But you live off-grid inside the system. You have to meditate to understand. For example, I go to work and work extra hours when it's rainy outside or when it's winter. And when it's time for good sunny days to work in the garden, I take the 3 days off that I have from the extra worked hours. It's a convention that I have. And this way in spring I have 3 or 4 free days in a week. And when it's rain outside or it's cold, I work extra hours. But this depends on the job. This means playing the matrix, understanding the rules.